welcome to my talk about understanding your GraphQL schema with visualization. My name is Pichyapa Khanapattanawong, and I am currently a developer advocate intern at Hubql. If you want to know more about me or find me about my work or contact me, you can do so at www.pichy.dev. And for our talk today, we'll be going through several topics. And the first topic will be about the benefits of visualization and why do we actually need schema visualization? How will GraphQL benefits from visualization? And next, I'll be introducing a tool to help you visualize your schema, which is Hubql. And then there will be a live demo where I encourage everyone to try and join in the file to try out for yourself. So for today, I'll be using an example, which is one of my projects that I'm working on with my friends. It is a clinic management system, and this is essentially a system where it allows clinic to manage their data, such as the patient data, or the appointment data, or the doctor schedule data. And we have decided that GraphQL are suitable for this system for several reasons. The first one is that we think GraphQL is suitable for complex and interrelated data. And it is also efficient performance, and you can get what you ask for. To demonstrate that, I have put in a mock screen from our project here. And you can see that on this screen, there are a lot of information to be displayed, such as the general information about the patients, the treatment information, and the appointment information. And you can imagine that if we were using REST API, we would have to query from several different endpoints in order to get all the information to display on this page. But with GraphQL, we can achieve that with one endpoint. And also, it allows for independent working between teams. So in this project, we are constrained, have tight time constraints. So we think that having the ability to independently work between teams is quite important to finish this project on time. So let's go see the schema that we have designed for this project. And this is still in development. It's the first draft. You can see there are basic types defined here, such as the doctor types, the treatment types. And it's not quite complicated yet, but I'm sure a lot of you have worked with GraphQL in production setting, and you can imagine the schema file becoming really complex and very complicated. And this could cause some challenges. And these are the challenges that we at Hubql are trying to solve. The first challenge that could happen with complex schema file is that it is hard to maintain and understand. You can imagine that if you had to go through the whole schema file just to find that one line of code to fix, it can be quite a time-consuming task, and it's very inefficient. And there's also a challenge about controlling the data usage, because it is difficult to keep track of where and how the data is used in a lot of different places. And that could result in duplicated data or queuing unnecessary data as well. And another challenge is communicating between technical and non-technical teams. Because in the software development team, you can imagine you don't only have developers on your team. For example, in this project, I'm working with my friend. We also have the designer and the project manager, and we also have the domain experts who are the receptions and the doctors at the clinic. And it might be hard to get feedback from them when we use code to communicate. So these are the challenges that can limit the benefits that you get from GraphQL, making it less efficient and less of a good working experience. But here is where visualization can come in. There are several benefits of visualization that can help you maximize the benefits that you get from GraphQL. The first one here is illustrated in these examples. So you can see that there are a lot of data in these pictures, but you can still clearly see the relationship between these data. And that is one of the strong points of visualization, is to show clear relation of interrelated data, which also applies to our GraphQL schema. And another benefit of visualization is, as mentioned before, we have a lot of people on the team. So when we are communicating with code, it might be hard for other people to understand us developers. But visualization is a universal communication that we can use to communicate with other people, and regardless of if they understand code or not. And another benefit of visualization is intuitiveness. So if you compare on the right, we have the pseudocode to change the element to circle. And on the left, we have the UI to change it. And we can see that generally visualizations just make everything more readable and easier to edit. So with these benefits, visualization can help you understand your schema better, which in turn will help you and your team maximize the benefits that you can get from GraphQL. So these are a challenge that we at Hubql try to solve. We want to democratize the way software is built and help everyone collaborate better at building software. So with Hubql, you can turn this schema file into this visualization. Very colorful. So with Hubql visualization, you can see clear relation in your schema and understand your schema better. We have features to foster collaboration on your team, such as managing access, where you can share the visualization file with your team or share it publicly with anyone. And other people can then join in the visualization file and suggest new fields or leave comments or open discussions, and without having to write lines of code. So everyone can collaborate on the schema. And as for the developers, you can also edit your schema from our built-in editor, where we also have the version control feature. We also offer tools for you to seamlessly integrate Hubql into your workflow, such as the GitHub integration or the Hubql CLI that we just released. So next, let's go see the demo. I encourage everyone to follow along at app.hubql.com, or you can scan this QR code here and use the link that you get from this QR code. Hubql is free to start to use, but for today we have provided a discount code that will give you 50% discount as well. So take pictures. See this? Oh wait, you don't see. Okay. There. So here is the visualization file. On Hubql, you can actually visualize different file types as well, but today we're going to focus on GraphQL schema. And you can try to move this node around, or you can right-click here to add comments and suggest new fields or group by tags. If you want to try to visualize your own file, you can just click on this button here, and you can select from our templates, or you can upload your file, or you can also generate as well. So we can see we strongly offer features to foster collaboration. So we have these live cursors and also the discussion features. Hi. So, yeah, I would strongly encourage for you to try Hubql out with your team, and let us know what you think about the product and what features you want to see. We are very open to hearing what you think about Hubql. And thank you. That's my talk for today.